y'all, and welcome to the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. My name is Kay, and this is my channel where I share all about my making adventures. Today is Wednesday, September 27th. It is just after 10 a.m. I hope that you all are doing well since the last time that we chatted. I am, as usual, surrounded by so many pretty things to show y'all. I've got my coffee. I hope you've got something to drink. You've got something that you are working on and you're ready to catch up. So you can find me on Instagram and RAVELRY as The Crazy Sock Lady. And I will have links right down below this video to everywhere that you can find me, as well as links to project pages and also links to any shops that I talk about. I do want to remind y'all that we have the Crazy Spooky Make-Along going on right now. This is for anything fall or Halloween themed, knitting, crocheting, cross-stitch, sewing, anything that you are working on, and it is just a participatory make-along. So you do not have to finish your item, whatever that may be. It is just work on that item, share what you're working on. It is over in the Ravelry group, which there will be a link for that down below, and then also on Instagram, just using the hashtag Crazy Spooky MAL23. I'll put that up here on the screen. The birthday weekend vlog is up. If you've not already checked that out, I will put a link for that. You can find that here on the YouTube. It was a lot of fun to edit that one and go through. It's a shorter one. It's only 10 or 11 minutes, I think. But it just gives you guys a little sneak peek at my birthday weekend away at the Golden Lamb Hotel in Litton, Ohio. So I hope that you guys will enjoy that, or did enjoy it if you have already watched it. All right, so let's jump in with the knitting. And I have a finished object. I should have two finished objects, but I did not get the last one done. I was trying so hard to have my 2 at a time socks done for this episode to show you guys, and I worked on them last night, I worked on them this morning, but then I just got caught up in cleaning and answering emails, and I did not get them finished, but they will be done today. I'm going to finish them. I'm on the toe. It's so silly that they're not done. But I did finish my Sanderson Sisters socks. So this is the Cat's Kettle yarn, the one that she no longer dyes yarn, sadly, because this is so beautiful. And this is the Sanderson Sisters colorway. It was a sock set. I just did my vanilla socks pattern. Look how pretty these socks are. I am so happy that I pulled this yarn out. This was deep, deep stash that I pulled it out and worked it up because I am obsessed with them. So anyways, vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars, I believe is how I did these. I did the pop of color at the cuff, contrast heel and toe. I have tutorials for anything and everything to do with these on how I did them here on the YouTube. You can find them all in the tutorial playlist. And yeah, so much fun to do these. I just knit them like I always do, all of my socks. And let's give you a close-up of the colorway there. Oh, it just worked up so, so nice. I'm so happy with these. I cannot wait to wear them. It's still, I mean, there's been some mornings and evenings where I could have worn hand knit socks, but I have not broken them out yet. We are still in the mid 70s, had a couple days lower 70s, but mid to upper 70s, and we're supposed to be in the 80s again next week, so it is not quite the weather that I like to wear my hand knit socks, but as soon as it is, this is going to be the first pair that I put on. I have yet to watch Hocus Pocus this year, so maybe if we have a nice cool day, I'll break these out, watch Hocus Pocus for the first time this season. It'll be great. I can't wait. Okay, so let's go ahead and show my 2 at a time socks that should be done and are not done. I moved these to a bag by 3 by the Sea Designs, one of my Halloween bags. And this is the yarn by Heathered Handmaids, the Hello Fall colorway. Look how close I am. I'm so close to being done. Right on the toe. This yarn is so pretty. Doing them 2 at a time, magic loop, 40-inch Chalgu cable. Loving them. I just need to finish them off. It is so silly that I didn't just get them done this morning, but I got distracted. I had some cleaning to do. So yes, US 1, 2.25 millimeter, 64 stitches. I do have a tutorial for 2 at a time socks here on YouTube. I've had a lot of questions lately about getting started knitting socks, tutorials for this and that. So I'm trying to remember to mention all those tutorials. I know if you've watched for a while, it might seem like, okay, we know you have a tutorial for that, but there are always new people and I do get those questions a lot. So I'm trying to make sure that I remember to mention when there are tutorials available. But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed knitting these up as well. I just love, love, love this yarn. It's perfect for fall. So I can't wait to have these done too. They will be done today. I will finish them. What else? I did not bring down. So I showed last week a little sneak peek at a new design that I'm working on. It is a sock design. I am still not ready to show it just yet, but I have cast it on in the Woolen Vine yarn, which is the sneak peek that I showed last episode. And then I've also cast it on in a Polka Dot Creek sock set. And I don't think I had done that when I recorded last time. I didn't grab them to bring them down, but because I'm not showing the pattern, but it's the Vintage Ornaments sock set. I'll show a picture of that here. And it's one that we had in the Crazy Sock Lady Co shop when it was open. And I'm so excited about how this design is working up. I can't wait to share it with y'all when I'm good and ready to put it out there. It'll be a little bit longer, but I'm really, really excited about how it's working up in both of these yarns. I wanted to cast it on in the Polka Dot Creek because that's a traditional kind of 75-25 superwash merino nylon base, and I wanted to see how it was going to work up in that base versus how it was working up in the BFL nylon base by Woolen Vine. Just because they're both great bases, but they are different bases. So I wanted to make sure it was going to look, the texture was really going to pop as much in a 75-25 as the BFL. So it's looking great. I'm super excited about it. Whenever I'm ready to share it, I will do so. Okay, so what I did bring down though, I wrote those on here is why I even brought them up. I was going to bring them down and show the sock set by Polka Dot Creek, but I know I have a picture of it, so I will just put a picture up here of that. I did finish adding in my September minis from row 1, and then these were not September's Patreon minis from a Homespun House. I think they were July's maybe. I can't remember now, and I don't have the tag anymore, but I can't remember what months they were. Were they August? I don't remember. It doesn't matter, but I got all of my September minis added into my DK weight jelly roll blanket. So the jelly roll blanket is a pattern by Kay Jones, and I have notes on my Ravelry project pages. I'm doing a fingering weight one and then this DK weight. Both Ravelry pages have notes for any adjustments that I've made. I am using a 3.75 millimeter needle for the DK weight version. And let's see how I'm going to show this here. So hard to show blankets. All right, so let's see where I was. That is the last mini from August. So the September one started here. These were the 3 Homespun House minis. I think I received those the end of August. Then I went on up, over here, on up, finished that strip, came back down here, started the next strip with what was left of that yarn, and went up through here. Finished with that one. Still so enjoyable to knit. I really, really love this pattern. I did make modifications to how I'm joining my strips, and I do have notes for how I do that on my Ravelry project page. I just like the crisp, clean look that these joins have when done this way. So that is that blanket. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am on my 9th strip. I do not know how wide I'm going to make it. Definitely wider than it is right now. but I'm just gonna keep going on it. And then I will pick another blanket to do with my row 1 minis after I finish this one. I may do the Sweet Shop blanket with my row 1 minis after this. I did start a Sweet Shop blanket just because I was dying to start it. Let me grab it and I'll show you guys it real quick. Let me put this up first. But I started that thinking maybe I would do use it for my advent calendars for this December, but I don't think I'm going to. I love the pattern. It's not that I don't like it, but I don't want to overwhelm myself by starting another blanket right now. So I think my advent calendars, I'm going so simple this year, guys. I'm not going to stress myself out with trying to do crazy projects and keep up with things. I'm just going to add them into my cozy memories. And then I will set them aside to add to my fingering weight jelly roll, or do scrappy socks with, or just add them to other scrappy blankets. I have a lot of scrappy blankets going right now that I can add them to, and those bring me so much joy. And it's not that I don't enjoy the other projects I start with my advent calendars, but I just end up feeling so like I can't keep up. I can't, you're trying to learn these new patterns, and sometimes there's lace and new techniques, and I want no stress this year. And I 100% copied this from Sarah of Love Sock Wool because she talked about doing this. And I told her I thought it was a brilliant idea, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm adding them into my cozy memories. And then if I still have time that day and I want to add them to some other scrappy blankets or start some socks with them, I will do that. But that's going to be what's happening with Advents this year. So my Sweet Shop blanket that I started, I'm not going to rip out or anything. I'm just going to keep it. And that's what I'll add I won't add my row 1 minis into it because it takes more yarn the way I was doing it. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I don't think I'll rip it out. Here is the start that I have on that. I just did 2 squares so far. This is the Sweet Shop blanket by Laura Penrose. I have it all in a bag. It's just hanging out. And maybe I don't know. It's just gonna hang out over there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it just yet. I don't know that I showed this DK Weight Jelly Roll blankets in a bag from Bags by Awesome Granny. It's still fitting very nicely in there. I have made some progress on my September Yarnable socks, and I really need to get on the ball and get these done. They've been in my 30 minutes of knitting slot in the morning. I actually did not do my 30 minutes of knitting this morning. I ended up working, well, I mean, I did, but I ended up working on the 2 at a time socks to try to get them done. So I need to work on these a little bit today, but this is my morning coffee socks pattern, my design. Look how pretty it looks in this yarn. So I've gotten a good bit done, but these are for Eric, so I have to make them longer, and it is the 27th of September, so I've got to get on the ball. I have a car ride coming up. I should have one coming up that's about 3 hours there and 3 hours back, and Eric's driving, so I'm hoping to get a lot of work done on this. I'm using Knitter's Pride Zings for these. And I do have these linked on my Amazon storefront, 64 stitches. Following the pattern, other than I am doing a different cuff. I did knit to purl to ribbing for the cuff for 25 rounds, I believe. I did make a mistake. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to tell. Right in here, I missed some of the pearls. You can kind of see them, and then there's like a spot with none. I was not going back to fix it. Eric will never notice, and nobody really would probably notice unless I said something. So this was the September Yarnable colorway called Mossy Hollow. I, for some reason, always want to say Mossy Oak, but it's Mossy Hollow. I need to make these a priority. I'm trying so hard to knit that yarn up in the month that I receive it. Done pretty good this year. Those were just in a bag. That was a gift from a friend that does not have a shop. She gifted that to me years ago. And then I have these neck socks in a bag from Midwest Stitches, pumpkin bag. And these are West Yorkshire spinners. In the Hidden Gem colorway. Very, very pretty purple. This is my first time working with this yarn and I'm loving it. It feels so much like a Regia and Opal, any kind of yarn like that if you've worked with those. And it's been super enjoyable. I know I'd heard that someone had complained about like the thick and thinness of the yarn and it not being consistent, but so far, this is the first time I've worked with it, but I have not had any issues with this so far. And I'm not far into the sock, but I don't know, so far I'm thoroughly enjoying this yarn. That's how it is working up. I'm just doing my vanilla socks, 9-inch circulars, knit 2, purl 2, ribbing for the cuff, 25 rounds. And yeah, just gonna do a vanilla sock with it. And I'm taking these on our trip this weekend when we go out of town. These are the only, other than my 2 at a time socks, these are the only plain vanilla socks I have going right now. I do have some yarn picked out I brought over here to start next. I will probably start 1, maybe 2 of these this week. I should probably just work on the September Yarnable socks, but I want a few pairs of vanilla socks for our 3-hour car ride, our trip, just to be able to work on. I can't always do a patterned sock in the car. Sometimes I do get a little car sick. So the Yarnable socks, hopefully I'll be able to work on those in the car, but if not, I want to have some other things to work on that I don't have to look at and pay attention to. So I thought I would show you the yarn I picked out of my fall basket that I put together and show you what I'm thinking. So this one is the Hocus Pocus colorway by Homespun House. So pretty. It is getting blown out a bit. It's a very dreary, rainy day, so not much I can do about that. But it is very, very pretty. And then I also pulled out, this is Deep Dyed Yarns, Season of the Witch. Look how good that is. My friend Christian's working this up and it looks so fun. We had bought this yarn together last year at Wool Gathering and she started hers and I was like, okay, I need to start mine. So this is definitely going to get cast on soon. And then this I showed, I think, well, it's been recently. I don't remember if it was last episode or not, but this is the Winifred Sanderson Area 51 fibers. I think that was last week that I showed this. So I want to start this also. So many things to cast on. I only have one thing that arrived in the mail. And this was a mystery sock set and then a mystery progress keeper with it. This is by 3 by the Sea Designs. So if you got this, I do not want to ruin it for anyone. So look away. This was their, oh gosh, I don't remember what the exact name of it. This was their Grim Grinning Ghosts mystery sock set and progress keeper. So if you've not received yours yet, you order it and haven't received it, look away. I won't talk about the colors or anything, but I am going to show it. And this, I want to move this to the front of the line for new cast-ons. Sorry, I'm opening up the progress keeper to show. But I'm going to wait. Maybe. I don't know. I might cast on 4 new socks, guys. We will see what happens. So yes, I'm going to show this now. Look away if you haven't received it yet and you don't want the surprise to be spoiled. I'm obsessed. I opened this and just gasped. I love it so much. Look at that. And then this is the progress keeper. So cute. So yeah, this may get pushed to the front of the line ahead of these other 3, even though I really want to cast them on too. I don't know. I may just do them all. I'll probably just cake them all up, guys. I'm just gonna do it. Why not? I am the boss of my knitting. and I want to work on all of them. I also need to, I should set this out and cake this up too so that it doesn't get forgotten. I need to cake up and start the Wicked Witch socks, the zebra yarns. Zebra is what the colorway is, I believe, but I think it's Wicked Witch. So I'm going to start those socks for my sister for Christmas. I got to get on the ball with that as well because I wanted to knit them during October because Wicked Witch, witchy theme. They don't have to be, but I would like to start them at least in October and finish them in like November or something. So that's a little knitting plans as well. So we did do a giveaway last episode 201, and our winner for that was for the Desert Vista Dye Works. I'm blanking on the name of the mini set sitting right over there, but the minis set by Desert Vista Dye Works. So our winner for that is Kelly Hipkins. Congratulations, Kelly. If you would just email me at crazysockladypodcast@gmail.com. I just need your shipping information and then I can get that shipped out to you. And we do still have lots of goodies back here in the prize cabinet. So we're going to go ahead and do another giveaway this episode. And all you have to do is comment down below to be entered to win. I don't have any prompts or questions this time. Last time it was so fun to see all the toe up, cuff down, and the reasons why. Some people explained why they like one versus the other. And it was also fun to see the people that like both and just it depends on their mood. Because I totally understand that. That's how I am with like what method I'm going to use as far as DPNs or 9-inch or magic loop. It just depends on my mood. When I cast on or what needles are free, just totally depends. So that was so much fun to read those. I have no clue. I feel like there was more cuff down sock knitters. I feel like just from glancing like and reading through the comments and things, I feel like there was more cuff down, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know. But it was great fun to read through those. But I don't have a prompt for this time. If you just comment down below, that will enter you to win, and I will draw a winner on the next episode. I am still waiting to hear from the winner of the Twice Sheared Sheep fall box. So if you entered into the giveaway, you commented on episode 200, please make sure you go watch episode 201 to see if you won that box, because I did announce that winner last episode and I'm still waiting on them to contact me. All right, reading and watching now. We're kind of done with the knitting. So I have 3 books going right now. I've had people ask before how I can read multiple books and have them going at once, but to me it's kind of just like a TV show. You know, you can be watching different series at the same time. Like right now we're watching like The Last of Us and Longmire, and I'm watching all my other random shows, but you just, you know, cycle through them, or I don't cycle through them, it's not the right way to explain it, but you just watch one night and one the next night, and I guess they can get kind of confusing, but I don't know, that's just how I look at it. It's just like a TV show. I can watch different TV shows at the same time. So on my Kindle right now, that typically stays at the treadmill or goes with me if I go somewhere on a trip or just out and I want to take my reading. I almost said take my knitting, take my reading. So on the treadmill, I am reading on my Kindle The Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell, another Lisa Jewell book. I'm really obsessed with her books right now. They always keep me guessing. I cannot ever get it right on who it is, so I'm really loving them. So I'm reading The Invisible Girl. I am about 70% done with that one. I may have to get it today and read while I'm knitting because I really want to finish that book and find out what happened. Then I have been listening on Audible the past couple of days to The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. I have 2 hours and 20 minutes left on that one, so I'll probably finish that one this week. At this point, I just want to be done. I'm really not enjoying it, which is crazy to me because I've heard so many people say such good things about this book, and I feel like it started out really strong, but then it's been a bit of a, I don't even know. I'm feeling like I'm hoping it's going to pick back up towards the end, and draw me back in, but I've just felt kind of about it. She just seems to go on and on and on about things. The same things and repeat things, and so I don't know. I'm not really enjoying the story as much as I thought I would. That's for sure. So yeah, I don't know. There is a TV show on Apple TV. I feel like I would still watch the TV show and give it a shot, and maybe it would be better, which is usually never the case, but maybe it wouldn't drag as much as the book has seemed to drag. Then before bed, I am reading From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout. That one is like an actual book. That's typically when I've been reading or what I've been reading before bed, or like ones that I have the actual book. And I'm still loving that one. I'm trying so hard to have it done before I see my sister next. I don't know. She has the second book, but I don't know if she started it. She said she would try to have it done before we saw each other next. But she wasn't sure that she would, so we will see. If not, I will probably end up seeing if I can get it from the library, either Audible or on the Libby app, or even the actual book. I'll probably try to see if I can get it from the library, and if not, I'll probably just end up buying it because I am enjoying it so much more than I thought I would. Because I'm not really a fantasy reader. I do love me some Twilight. But I'm not into all the fantasy type books. I just can't ever get into them aside from Twilight, but I'm really enjoying this one. So watching kind of the same things. We're watching The Last of Us, really enjoying it. I think we only have 1.5 more episodes left of the first season, and I think that's the only season there is. Pretty sure. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I am kind of shocked that I am, but I am enjoying it. And that's kind of it. We've watched a little bit of Longmire. I've watched some of my other shows that I've talked about before that are out right now, like Sister Wives and When Calls the Heart. But the ones that were kind of like binging older episodes, Longmire and The Last of Us. So life stuff, I feel like there's really not that much, which is kind of nice. I kind of like when it's a little boring. The boys had fun at their homecoming dance. That was Saturday. I think I talked about that last time because I had some questions about what homecoming, what I was talking about. And it was a dance at school. So they had fun at that. And I really feel like that's it. I feel like that's all I've got today. So I am going to go ahead and wrap this up, and then I've got some editing to do. I recorded a day in the life vlog. It's going to be a very, very short one because I got so wrapped up in my making yesterday that I just forgot to vlog a lot. But it is for the YouTube memberships. I've been trying to sprinkle in some day in the life vlogs or like weekend vlogs here on the main channel, and then also some in the memberships as well. So if you've not joined us over there and you would like some extra content, you can head over to the memberships tab here on the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube, and just for the price of a cup of coffee a month, you get at least one extra video a week when you join at the second tier. And that tier also has a private members only Facebook group where we have a 30 minutes of make along going on for this month. And it's just such a great and inspiring place to see what everyone's working on and chat with everyone about projects. So definitely check it out if you have not already. But all right, I am going to wrap it up. I'm going to go get myself my last little bit of coffee that's upstairs. I remember there's just a little bit left. So I'm going to go grab that and get to work and finish those 2 at a time socks. I am for sure gonna do that. So I will see you guys again next week for another episode. Until then, happy making. Bye.